Viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Linear Ocean Learning Channel on transformation of sentences according to structure. Part 1, from complex to simple and from complex to compound. Today, I will be discussing on Rule 11 on complex sentences with subordinating conjunction so that is the subordinating conjunction expressing purpose. Example, Ali went to market so that he could buy a shirt. Viewers, in my structure of transforming complex sentences with subordinating conjunctions so that expressing purpose, I have used some abbreviation and their elaborations. Let us look at the abbreviations and elaborations. ILO means in lieu of, that is instead of. RS means real subject. CX means complex. SC subordinating conjunction. PCL principal clause. IPO in place of. AUX dot V dot auxiliary verb. NPOSCL next part of subordinating clause. EX means extension. SP subjective pronoun. NPOPCL next part of principal clause. Now look at the structure of transforming complex sentence with subordinating conjunction so that expressing purpose. If we want to make this complex sentence, Ali went to market so that he could buy a shirt, we have to follow the structure as PCL, that is principal clause. Here in the complex sentence, Ali went to market so that he could buy a shirt. Here Ali went to market is the principal clause. So that he could buy a shirt is the subordinating clause. To begin the simple sentence, we have to write PCL at the beginning. That is, PCL means Ali went to market. Then 2, IPO in place of so that plus subject plus auxiliary verb could. In place of so that plus subject plus could, we have to write 2 plus next part of subordinating clause or extension. The next part of subordinating clause or extension after auxiliary verb is buy a shirt. Now if we follow the structure, the simple sentence we will get is Ali went to market, principal clause. 2 in place of so that plus subject plus auxiliary verb, then extension or next part of subordinating clause, buy a shirt. Ali went to market so that he could buy a shirt, and its simple sentence is Ali went to market to buy a shirt. Now if we want to make it compound, we have to follow the following structure. CD means compound. RS real subject. IPO subjective pronoun of SCL. Which one is subordinating clause? So that he could buy a shirt. And in this case, in the beginning, we have to put the real subject Ali or name in place of subjective pronoun he, plus want to or wish to, wants to or wishes to, wanted to or wished to according to the sequence of tense. IPO can, could, may, might. That means in place of auxiliary verb we have to write to want to or wish to or wants to or wishes to or wanted to or wish to in place of can, could, may, might, plus next part of subordinating clause. Next part of subordinating clause is by a shirt, plus and so I allow so that means in lieu of, instead of so that, we will have to write and so, plus subjective pronoun IPORS, that is in place of real subject we have to write subjective pronoun, and the subjective pronoun of Ali is he of PCL. Of PCL, principal clause. Ali went to market, and here it will be he went to market plus next part of principal clause, went to market. Now if we follow the structure, the compound sentence we will get is Ali wanted to buy a shirt, because the complex sentence given here is in past indefinite tense. So after subject it is wanted to buy a shirt, and so in lieu of so that, he went to market. In place of Ali it is he, then went to market. Let us repeat the sentences. First complex sentence and the compound one. Ali went to market so that he could buy a shirt. Ali wanted to buy a shirt, and so he went to market. More examples. Complex. We eat so that we may live or we can live. Simple. We eat to live. That means in place of so that plus subject plus auxiliary verb, we will have to put just to, then extension live. We eat to live. Again, if we want to make compound, we eat so that we may live. First of all, we have to write we want to in place of may or wish to live, and so we eat. We want to live, and so we eat. Jamil wore shirt so that he can do well in the exam. Now if we want to make it simple, then it will be Jamil wore shirt. It is in present simple tense. Wore shirt to do well in the exam. In place of so that plus subject plus auxiliary verb, it is to, then do well in the exam. Now, if we want to make it compound, we have to write Jamil wants to do well in the exam. Jamil wants to or wishes to do well in the exam, and so He works hard. Jamil works hard so that he can do well in the exam. If simple one is Jamil works hard to do well in the exam. And compound one is Jamil wants to do well in the exam and so he works hard. Viewers, this much today. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.